Why the devil wants to keep you from the Sabbath. If you think the Sabbath is just a day, if you believe it doesn't matter which day you worship on, if you've been told the Sabbath was for the Jews only, then you've already fallen into Satan's greatest trap, because the devil doesn't fear your church attendance. He doesn't fear your songs, your prayers, or your spiritual lingo. But there is one thing he hates with a burning, furious rage: obedience to God's Sabbath. Why? Because the Sabbath is the seal of God's authority. It's the commandment that identifies who the true Creator is. It's the only commandment that begins with the word, remember. And Satan knows, if he can make you forget that one, he can make you forget who God really is. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, for in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth. Exodus 20:8-11. There it is. The only commandment that points to God as the Creator. The one commandment that ties your worship to his identity. So what does Satan do? He attacks it, twists it, mocks it, buries it under tradition. And today, the world calls Sunday the Lord's Day, a title God never gave, a tradition Jesus never honored, a deception that began in Rome, not in heaven. Why does Satan push so hard to erase the Sabbath? Because the Sabbath is more than rest. It's relationship, it's remembrance, it's recognition of God's authority. Moreover also, I gave them my Sabbaths to be a sign between me and them, that they might know that I am the Lord that sanctify them. Ezekiel 20:12. Satan hates that sign. He doesn't want you sanctified. He wants you deceived. He wants you following a counterfeit system of worship, a system that looks Christian, sounds Christian, but is rooted in rebellion. He wants you honoring a man-made day instead of God's holy day. That's why he used the Catholic Church to change it. That's why he inspired Canon 29, where Rome commanded Christians to abandon the Sabbath and honor Sunday. That's why he used Constantine to pass the first Sunday law in 321 AD. Satan doesn't care how religious you are as long as you're not obedient. He knows that in the end, the issue will come down to worship. Revelation 14 reveals the final warning. Fear God and give glory to him, and worship him that made heaven and earth. Revelation 14:7. That's Sabbath language. That's a call to return to the Creator's day. Because in the end, only 2 groups will remain. Those who worship the Creator and keep his commandments. Those who worship the beast and follow man's traditions. The devil wants you in group 2. He wants you marked, not with God's seal, but with his mark. And make no mistake, Sunday worship, when enforced by law, becomes that mark. So to the pastors who preach Sunday as holy, who taught you that lie, Rome or Christ, to the priests who uphold tradition above the Bible, will tradition save you on Judgment Day? To the skeptics who mock the law, what foundation will you stand on when the earth shakes? And to the imams who dismiss Christ's authority, why reject the only one who sanctifies the Sabbath? God is calling you back, back to the day he blessed, back to the covenant, back to the truth. Satan will do everything to stop you. He will distract you. He will discourage you. He will tell you it's legalism, Judaism, irrelevant. But the real question is, will you believe the devil or the word of God?